Hi, I'm Bob.
And I'm Sarah. Welcome to Carpool Confessions.
I'll bring my stories.
And I'll bring my friends.
Buckle up.
Step in the car where the lights are low. On Springfield streets where secrets flow. Night rides turn to truth-telling sessions. Buckle up tight for Carpool Confessions.
So Kacie gets in the car, and she's very kind. She sits in the front seat. Not everybody does. I prefer it. We can talk, and I can see who you are.
Not for me.
Never be me.
No,
Same. Don't love that.
I prefer it, but sit where you want. And Kacie gets up front, and she gets in, and a little nervous. She's a little jittery, but she says her first line to me was, "Have you ever had a one-night stand?"
Did you think you were being propositioned?
I wondered for a moment, just for a moment, and I said, well, no. I guess if it was a one-night stand, it's lasted 20 years, and I've been married that long. And she said, oh, okay, and she kind of laughs it off, and she said, well, I got divorced a year ago and haven't been with anyone, and I'm in town visiting with my friend, and she set me up with this guy, and so I'm on my way. And I don't know if I should or not. And she just starts spilling to me all this stuff on whether she should go to this one-night stand or not. The whole trip, we're talking about it. And now I could have just gone silent on her, but I had to know.
Right. Right.
Just keep probing. She was willing to talk. And I said, well, Kacie, what drove you to do it this way? Why did you let your friend just set you up in a town you're not familiar with?
Yeah, that's an odd
To
choice.
go meet a guy. And she said, well, I figured it was kind of safe. I'd never run into him again. And I said, well, what do you know about this guy? Does your friend know him? And she said, oh, I don't know. She found him online.
Oh
somewhere."
my God!
What do you mean found him online?
So
what does that
this is
mean?
not a date at all. It's just strictly.
This is just a
She's
hookup.
an
Yeah,
encounter.
she's just going there.
Just a hookup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And so she gets kind of nervous laughter for a while, just kind of laughing it off and joking. And as we pull up to the house, she pauses and does not reach for the door handle. I said, is everything all right, Kacie? Do you want to go back? And she said, I don't know. I don't know what I should do here.
Oh my God.
And
Wait,
she
so
said,
they
well,
weren't even meeting in public? It was at his house?
No, at his house.
That's
She's
crazy.
going
He's a
bad
straight
friend
to his house.
immediately.
And also, she's never seen him before. It's a
How does she even know
yeah.
she's going to want to hook up with him?
Right.
She did flash me a picture at one point, but
If it's really him.
Phrase,
Right,
if it's
yeah,
really
that's
him,
true.
yeah,
please
that's right.
phrase that differently.
she
No, it was about like that.
Oh God, ew.
Yeah.
How was she dressed?
She was dressed casual, but still professional, fairly modest.
Okay.
So nothing
like
outrageous.
crazy.
Yeah, you could tell this was out of character for her.
Oh.
So
And you said
she
how
was
old
pretty
she?
nervous.
How old was she?
She was in her 30s probably. Yeah.
Oh, poor Kacie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was a tough time for her.
Yeah.
But I just sat there and said, Kacie, you really don't have to do this. There are other ways to find guys. There are other
Safer
ways
ways
Besides their
to
house?
find
to find a
guys.
relationship.
Off the internet?
Yeah.
From a friend.
Yeah, so she went to the door and she said, will you wait right here? And I said, okay, sure. And so I wait. She goes to the door and knocks. No one's there. So she runs back
Oh
to
Oh
my
my
car.
gosh.
What?
Yeah, nobody is there. And she gets in and she said, let me text him. So I'm curious at this point.
Right.
I'm not
Right. You
gonna
have to
drive
know.
it out.
You have to
Yeah.
see it
Should
through
be,
at this
yes.
point.
What is going to happen? So she texts him, and he immediately replies back and said, I'm just around the corner. I'll be right there. And just as she gets that text and reads it to me, her headlights headed straight for me, and he is flying straight at my car.
He couldn't miss
He
the
doesn't-
hookup.
yeah, he doesn't want her to
Slams-
leave.
He couldn't miss
slams
the-
on the brakes. I think he thought I was taking off with her. And he jumps out of the car, and she gets out
Wait,
at that point, too.
Is he attractive?
Did he look like his photo? Yeah.
Is she being
He-
catfished?
He looked generally like his photo.
Okay.
I would
Okay.
say he certainly did not clean up for this
Oh.
hookup.
All right.
Oh,
Turn
okay.
the car
Thumbs
around. Turn that car around.
0 out of 10.
Yeah, but she got out and she said, well, I guess I'm here.
Oh,
Oh no! What
And
was he
she-
driving?
He was driving a big white pickup truck.
Oh. Okay.
Ew. Boo.
Yeah.
Wait. Did it have really large side mirrors?
It did.
I
Ugh,
hate those. Oh my
absolutely
gosh.
not.
No. Immediately no.
Yeah, but Kacie went off with this guy.
Yeah.
Small peen energy.
That was Kacie. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't.
Well, hopefully
Yeah.
Casey stayed
Hopefully
safe.
she's
Did-
okay.
Hope so.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's well.
Did he look like Paul?
Did he
by
look like
chance.
Paul?
Yeah, first Paul. From the first.
Oh, the first Paul? No.
Oh,
he did
good.
not look like Paul.
Phew.
He was much shorter.
Oh.
I would say. I would say I'm no good. I'm not a good judge, but less attractive.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Paul. All right.
Paul.
Should have been Paul.
Every ride's a new story to tape. Overnight drivers with ears on a mission. Come back next time for carpool confessions.